Ronald Koeman officially worst Barcelona manager since 2003 with sacked boss, having lowest points per game total. Ronald Koeman is officially Barcelona's worst manager since 2003 and has the stats to prove it. The Dutchman was shown the door a few days ago by Barca after a dismal start to the season which saw the Catalan giants languishing in 9th place in La Liga. His exit had been looming over the past few months, but things finally came to a head following Barca's embarrassing defeat at the hands of Rayo Vallecano on Wednesday night. Not only did Koeman leave the new camp with his tail between his legs, he also left with the worst points per game tally at the club in 17 years, according to Reddit. The 58-year-old could only muster a paltry 1.96 points per game out of the 67 matches he was in charge of since taking over last August. Koeman's shocking ratio includes 40 wins, 11 draws and a staggering 16 losses, which make him even worse than his Barca predecessor Quique and place him way behind current Manchester City coach Pep Guardiola in the rankings. But it wasn't all doom and gloom under Koeman, who managed to lift the Copa del Rey in his short tenure in charge of Barca. Here's a look at how Koeman's ill-fated reign in Spain compared to those who came before him at the new camp. Free bets, get over £2,000 in new customer deals. Frank Rijkaard just about edged his Dutch counterpart Koeman in the points per game tally with an average of 1.99. Although he was in charge at Barca for much longer, handling the reins from 2003 to 08. During that time, Rijkaard bossed 272 matches, which was compiled of 159 wins, 63 draws and 50 losses. After a difficult start at the club, Rijkaard managed to turn things around and left with 2 consecutive La Liga titles which he won in the 04-05 and 05-06 seasons. Quique Setién occupied the Barca hot seat before Koeman in 2020, but although his spell was short-lived, he fared better than the Dutchman. Setién barely got his feet wet at the new camp before he was given his marching orders after 25 games, which ended with Barca's 8-2 humiliation at the hands of Bayern Munich. However, the Spaniard won 16 games out of those matches, lost 5 and drew 4, giving him 2.08 points per game. Which is possibly the reason he felt hard done by and threatened Blaugrana with legal action following his dismissal for not honoring his contract. Tata Martino took the helm at Barca for 1 year in 2013 and achieved a point per game tally of 2.22. He spent 59 games in charge, winning 40 of those, while losing 8 and drawing 8. Barca gave Martino the chop when he ceded La Liga to Atletico Madrid on the final day of the season. But despite missing out on the coveted La Liga trophy, he did lift the Spanish Super Cup during his spell. Ernesto Valverde pipped Martino by a minor margin, ending his time as Barca boss with a points per game average of 2.23. The Argentine was at the helm for 3 years from 2017-2020 and won 97 games out of 145. He also lost 16 and drew 32 matches during that period that also saw Valverde lift 4 trophies, including a treble in 2018 consisting of La Liga, the Copa del Rey, and the Spanish Super Cup. When it comes to silverware, Guardiola is undoubtedly the most successful Barca boss out of the bunch with a haul of 14 trophies. However, on a game-by-game basis, the Spaniard is third in line with a points per game ratio of 2.36 in 247 matches between 2008 and 2012. Out of those matches, Guardiola won 179 times, drew 47, and lost 21. Before going on to conquer Europe with Bayern and domestically now with City, Guardiola won 3 La Liga titles, 2 Copa del Rey trophies, 3 Spanish Super Cups, 2 Champions League titles, the FIFA Club World Cup, and 2 UEFA Super Cups. Tito Vilanova boasted a record to be proud of as Barca boss before he tragically passed away in 2014. The ex-Celtic boss stepped down as Barca boss in 2013 after contracting cancer, and he, unfortunately, lost his battle with the fatal disease a year later. However, leading up to his poor bout of health, Vilanova spent 44 games in charge at the new camp and won a stunning 33 matches, only losing 5 times and drawing 6. It secured him a record of 2.39 points per game. He's also partly responsible for gifting the world with ex-Barca star Lionel Messi, who said Vilanova, who died aged 45, was the first manager to put their trust in him. Vilanova didn't step down without forever immortalizing his name in Barca's history by winning La Liga by a record 15 points during the campaign. Current Spain manager Luis Enrique tops the list of Barca managers with the most points per game with an average of 2.41. Enrique spent 3 years in charge